Welcome back. I've been using this laptop. I've noticed that it has a tendency to overheat. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, checking the sensors. So right now it's at 50 degrees Celsius, but between 80 degrees and 90 degrees it becomes high, and at 90 degrees it actually shuts off the laptop itself, which is not safe and quite annoying. When I was using Shotcut to merge files, this was happening and I had to get some better airflow. I do have a laptop cooler on hand because, of course, I can't find the one I have. So I have one on hand, but I'm going to try another tool. And this came to light from watching a live stream from Shawn Powers. So I want to try to test this out. And the tool is FFMPEG. And oddly enough, I don't have that on this system. Like everything else, we'll install it. And well, I'll probably fast forward through most of this install if I type the command correctly. Let's see if that has a help. Yes, and because of the way I have these two screens together, you can't really see much of it, but the items that I want, I'm not really worried about the codec. I am worried about the two items. I believe it's -I for input, and I'm assuming -O. Well, let's try that out. So the reason I want to do this is like videos that I'm doing right now. I'm doing a screen record on the computer, but I'm using a separate device, actually another computer, to record the audio. And I need to merge those two together. And I'm starting the recording of both this and the screen recording and the audio at the same time. So right now I'm at 525 on both. Since this is a faceless system, if my audio is off by a half second, it doesn't matter. I'm not, if I type A and you see an A, if it's a half second difference, you're not going to notice. So this is the video for Inkscape that I have recently done, and you can see the screencast file and you can see the audio file. So let's go ahead and run FFmpeg, and the first input file will do the screencast file, and then we'll add the other input file, which is the Inkscape audio file, and I think the output is going to be video.webm. I could probably also convert this with FFmpeg, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So I'm going to try this command, and I'm going to keep an eye on the temperature and make sure it does not overheat. And of course, I'll fast forward so you don't have to watch this unless I get an error right now. Okay, so the -O does not work. So let's try it without it. At least one output file needs to be specified. Okay, let's go ahead and check the man page because the help page does not seem to have what I need. Okay, so it looks like the format is just to write a file name without any options. Okay, easy enough, and just take out the -O. Okay, we can see the two temperatures here, so I don't need to resize this video or this screen, and let's go ahead and see if this works. Couple things that concern me here. Well, as you saw, the temperature did get above 80. I did have to make a little bit of an adjustment to get a little bit of better airflow, but the frames per second is 2.4, and there's more dropped frames, almost 4 times as many dropped frames as there are actual frames, What that could be is, since it's a video like this where I'm doing a screen capture, between each screen, like you're staring at this static screen, which is why in editing I add stuff like my logo, asking you to subscribe, telling you to leave comments, stuff like that, that it's not just a static screen. But let's see how the video actually came out. The video is 15 megabytes. The original screencast was 25 megabytes and the audio was 29. That has me concerned. So let me see if I can find that file. So here's that file. It looks like it did convert correctly. And I'm going to open it up with VLC Media Player. So you might be able to hear the audio over the fans going. I don't have any speakers, just a PC speaker. So that seems to be working. Let's look at some of the... Yeah, it looks like it's doing okay. And yeah, I know you're not seeing the whole thing because I only have part of my screen showing. So this is somewhat of an addendum to this video. I'm actually getting ready to process the video you're watching. And I did notice that I did need to make some additional command line arguments, so I figured I'd note them here. Gonna take a look at this directory. So if you look here, I have this FFMPEG M4A, that's the audio file. I have the screencast file, and I had already made this FFmpeg video file. But I kept it at this whatever the frame rate was for the video capture, and that seems to be way too low, and it's hard to do some editing. What I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to import the screen file. I'm going to input the audio file. I am going to change the format to AVI, and I'm going to change the screen rate to 60. And then we are going to output this, and I am going to call it FFmpeg Video 1. And so like before, I'm going to keep an eye out on the temperature. And this may actually run a little quicker than the other one. So we'll give this a shot and see how this goes. Yeah, it's just -F, not FMT. FMT is what it tells you to put for the format. So let's give this a try again. Okay, so that seemed to go a lot faster. And that file is significantly bigger than the first one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the video you watch, the segment of the video you're watching now, and hopefully it all edits together. So back to your regularly scheduled video. So I need to go through and do the actual editing of that file, and I'll get a better sense of how it came out. But it did merge them. And actually, what I'm probably going to be doing next is doing that to the video that you're watching now. If there's any other tools that you want me to take a look at, or any other processes to make a YouTube video better, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.